All right, I'm here with Jonathan Ward from Icon from LA. These guys have made a big name for themselves building their derelict line of cars and also really cool 4x4s. However, this time they've really brought something to set the cat amongst the pigeons. This looks like a really cool Mercury that you guys would build in the derelict style, but there's a big difference under the hood, yeah?
Oh yeah, all sorts of stuff. Well, I mean, to me, people like asking, what is the future of hot rodding? And hell if I know, right? Nobody knows. But I'm that geek. I'm like constantly wanting to tweak and try new things. So this client, we've built a couple vehicles for him. And we had already done the outline, the build spec. I'd already rendered it out, all the knobs and all my usual stuff. And then he came back. It was going to be with an LS. Came back and said, well, what about electric? And I've been kind of waiting for that because I don't want to present the idea yet because it's in flux, right? It's changing so quickly. But I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's your idea. Fine, let's do this. And basically just communicated all the priorities and things that I wanted to tweak and push in the way EV conversions are currently done. So there's safety issues that are not being addressed. There's rapid tech for charging that's not being addressed, range, fun, and aesthetics, right? Instead of kind of Radio Shack, Home Depot looking, like make it visceral, make it vintage, like keep that connection. So once the client understood he was a guinea pig, and he was cool with that, off to the races we went. So I guess the simple answer to your question is yes, it's pioneering. 500 foot-pounds of torque, dual electric motors, transmissionless design, ridiculous carbon Kevlar drive shaft, Art Morrison chassis, one-off, four-wheel independent, six-pot Brembos all the way around, electric rack and pinion, electric AC. They're AMR motors. We're running Tesla P85 battery arrays, so it's fast as hell. Charges in an hour and a half with a Tesla supercharger, or has the CHAdeMO charger up in the front, depending on where the client's going to charge it. And it's just stupid fun, super fast. I mean, 500 foot-pounds, no shifts, up to 120 miles per hour, so you get just freight train fun.
Yeah, that instant torque.
Yeah. We can't even take the instant torque, so we're metering that through our electronics. Because we developed a CAN network with our EV partner, Stealth EV, where, traditionally, let's say you go to the top of a mountain with your EV, you charge it, you wake up in the morning, you go downhill for 2 hours. Where are those electrons going to go? Into a fireball, potentially, right? So we did all sorts of tech to really try and make it as OE as possible in the refinement.
So because unlike a Tesla, which is for all-wheel drive, you can't put the power to the ground. You have to ease the power in.
Yeah, exactly. Gotcha. So, at just full throttle, we want to meter that and bring it on just on the edge of traction. Because it's still fun to let the ass hang out and do something stupid. But, it has to be reasonable and also viable for longevity. So, but also it's thermally managed, which is quite pioneering in EV conversions. And not just like coolant with a little pump, but it has its own dedicated refrigerant AC and heater system. So that will really help our range, our performance, and our longevity of the battery pack.
So how far can this guy go between a charge?
Well, we're conservatively confident with 200 miles. I mean, we're barely through, and we still have some software analytics and dyno time, basically, to do. But, 200 plus.
So you guys are all about form and function. You don't really do stuff just because it looks cool. To make that engine cover look, or not an engine, got to say a motor. To make that motor look cool and sexy, like you say, not like Radio Shack nerdy, how much is function and how much is aesthetics?
It's all function in that provides solutions and fits electronics and coolant and plumbing and all of that, but it didn't have to look cool. I'm just a geek. So I wanted it to have that like vintage speed equipment kind of funk vibe, exaggerated V8. But there's also, there's several batteries. So directly over the rear axle, we have several modules. Where the gas tank used to be, we have a few. Dead mid-ship, we have it. And that was all more about weight balance and weight management. So we're almost four-corner even right now, and it's super down low. So it sticks like glue. It's super, super fun.
I would love to drive this car.
Yeah, come out. Let's do it.
Wow. So can you tell us, the other cool thing is with all your cars, the dash, because these 40s, 50s cars have such beautiful dashboards, and you guys just work with the trim and every little button and thing is a fetish to you guys.
Well, my OCD gets completely aggravated when I see some of these magnificent customs and you look inside and it basically the interior components, like you could have gone on Amazon and bought them. And it's like, no, come on. So as usual, we kind of went to great lengths to kind of be goobers there. The configuration of the dash is highly inspired by the original, but it fits all modern switch gear, etc. So like even the column is a modern tilt column breakaway for safety, and then we modified and machined a hub so it could accommodate the original steering wheel. But then like all the shifter hardware, all the knobs and switches, we CNC'd all of them out of stainless in-house. The Merc had those super cool little indicators like ignition, it says spark. You know, so we obviously added more functions, so we machined more of them. But like I copied the original font and typeface. Digital gauges, so that's the only aspect of the dash other than the integrated AC vents, which again, like I took the pattern of the grill and designed those to blend in, and they're not all shiny, we just patina paint them, make them go bye-bye. I couldn't make the original gauges function and give it the readouts that we need for EV, but they're so pretty. So we worked with Andromeda, so we have a full CAN connected digital interface, but the aesthetic of it is the 49 gauges. So the typeface, the lines, the styling, the backgrounds are directly inspired by the original gauges. Radio, the stereo's high-end digital.
And that fascia, is that based on factory Merc?
All of it is except the switch placement that we modified, and the actual IP, the housing for the instrument panel, would have originally been domed and round, and I had to square it out. So that's the only, the column and the door frames are the only faux patina. I hate faux patina, but you know, I do what I gotta do.
There's some really bad patina here.
Oh yeah. But it's interesting. But it's interesting how much more patina there is here. First time I showed up with patina, they're like, "Wait a minute!" Like literally, they didn't want to let me into the show.
You can't park here, sir.
Yeah, this is not a show car, sir. The parking lot's over there.
Well, congratulations. This must be so exciting to work on. I think you got the best job in the world, dude.
I do. It's a joke. I'm not employable, basically. So the fact that I get to do what I love and people allow me to keep pushing the limits, it's a home run.
Awesome.
Thank you.